everyone, it's John Brown, the one and only Bandana Gamer, coming to you today with a special collab video. Happy New Year to everyone who is watching. But before we get too cemented into 2021, I wanted to do a Game of the Year video for 2020. I did a collaboration like this last year, and this year I had a ton of submissions from amazing YouTubers, so it's going to be a part of a series. And so today is part one. And so part one is going to start off with Jluv81, who is someone I am so excited turned in a video for this, and someone I have wanted to do a collaboration with. An amazing YouTuber, amazing personality, funny as all get out. And so here is her part for Game of the Year.
Hey guys, I'm Jluv81, and the game that had the biggest impact that year for me would be Donkey Kong Country on the Super Nintendo. This game came out November of 1994. It was right before I moved from New York City to PA, the hardest transition of my life. But this was the end of 1994, so we have to pretty much be different this time. We're going between 94 and 95. I played the living crap out of this game. It was one of the toughest years for me. And when I tell you that this was the most therapeutic thing in the world, it really was. I had a tough time in school. I knew I was moving. I was leaving the state. I was leaving my friends. It was not easy for me at all. It was a very depressing time at the time for me. And I also lost my grandmother that year. So it was just so many things. And this game came along and blew me away. Now, the last Donkey Kong games we got was on the NES. It was not a platform game like this one. So for them to come up with a platform side-scrolling game, which is my favorite till this day type of game that I like, this game popped. The soundtrack was absolutely amazing. The best for me till this day. One of the best soundtracks, absolutely. The colors were awesome. The 3D look of it amazed me back then. It was amazing. And my parents even put me in the Blockbuster Championship competition for this game. Yes, there is a Donkey Kong Country Championship cart. And it allowed you to play the game for like 5 to 6 minutes. And you had to rack up as much points as possible. I thought I knew this game. That's how much I played it. And believe me, compared to other kids, I did not know a lot. There were secrets that I didn't even know were there. Kids were hitting the ground in places I didn't know bananas could pop out of. It was amazing. I'll never forget it. And I knew I lost when I was sitting with those kids. And here I thought I was the best. There's always somebody better, you know? And I still loved it. I still went home and played it. It was like I studied it. I wanted to learn those secrets. I wanted to learn where the secret balloons were. It was just an incredible time. This really helped my transition from the move from New York City to Pennsylvania. And the Nintendo 64 didn't come out till later. So I spent a lot of time playing this game in my room, and it put me in the game. I didn't think about anything upsetting, and it just relaxed me. The soundtrack's relaxing. Definitely never forget it. So even though I will say Super Mario World is my favorite on the Super Nintendo, this game had the biggest impact of my life, and it is still one of my top 5 favorite games on the Super Nintendo. I have to put it up there with Super Mario World. An amazing game. I know people like Donkey Kong Country 2 that came out later and Donkey Kong Country 3. I like those games too, but to me, this is near and dear to my heart. This is my favorite one. Thank you, Bandana Gamer, for allowing me to be in this video. I'll talk to you guys later.
Thank you, Jlove. That is an awesome contribution. Thank you so much for that. And Donkey Kong Country is amazing. So now we move on to my man, frequent guest on this show, and just an all-around good guy, 8Bitglitch79, and his choice for Game of the Year.
What's going on, guys? 8Bitglitch79 here, and I want to thank Bandana Gamer, the one, the only, for having me on his channel to talk about my game of the year, this wonderful 2020 that we've been having. So, as you know, 2020 has been a very interesting year, but we've had a lot of great releases this year when it comes to video games. This is just a few sampling of some of the ones that I have, among others. But these were some of the highlights of my year here. But I have to say that the one game, or games, I should say, because I'm kind of cheating here, that are my game of the year is a series. Because I only started it this year, and that would be The Last of Us. That's right, The Last of Us and The Last of Us 2 specifically for this year. Now, I've been putting off playing this game for a while now. I don't know why. I think it's just that people kept hyping it up, and I just thought it can't be as good as people are saying it is. And so I didn't play it. I got this, the remastered actually. I picked this up way after later in the year just to have the original on PS3, but this I got the year before for Christmas as a gift, and it just sat on my shelf. I didn't play it, and I was on a podcast with Video Games Stuff Sleep podcast, which you might have heard, and of course Linda's on there always as a co-host, and we were talking about games, and she brought it up, and then when I mentioned I didn't play it, she was like,
"Dude, I'm not gonna cave in. End of story, dude. Dude? Dude. 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 Dude." Well, I guess you've got a point there.
So I ripped the shrink wrap off and popped it in a few days after that podcast, and I tell you what, I could not stop playing it. It grabbed me right away. The storytelling was fantastic. The voice acting in it, the gameplay was very engaging. It grabbed me right away. I couldn't put it down. And of course I started playing it right before the sequel came out this year. And so I finished it just in time, and while I was playing that, I pre-ordered this, it was only a few weeks till it came out, and so that I could get this right away and play it. So I pretty much played 1 and 2 back to back, maybe like a half a week span in between. So it was like one long game for me, and it was fantastic. I haven't played a game that really grabbed me story-wise and gameplay-wise and basically everything about a video game all in one since, to be honest, Metal Gear Solid 1 on the PS1. I've played many games in between there that have been great. Either the story was great, but the gameplay wasn't that great. The gameplay was good, the story wasn't good, the acting was bad, things like that, you know. But for the first time, to me, a AAA plus game where everything just clicked, and this one had it for me. I just can't say enough about it. If you have not had the pleasure of playing these games yet, I highly recommend them. Get yourself the remaster on the PS4, play that, and grab the second one. It just is an enthralling and engaging experience, and I can't say any more about it that would be good. I don't want to give away any spoilers. There's all kinds of twists in the story, and just awesomeness. So please do yourself a favor and play the Last of Us series. So with that, I'd like to hand it back over to Bandana Gamer, and again, thank you for having me on the channel. I truly appreciate it, and I appreciate your friendship. So with that, I'm glitching out.
Thank you, 8-Bit. Awesome choice, my friend. So, as I said, this is going to be multiple videos, and I decided I was going to give my 2 cents at the end of each one, but I didn't want to give like multiple games of the year. So what I decided was to come up with some categories, and today's category is game that surprised me the most in 2020. And the game that surprised me the most was one I discovered via Xbox Game Pass, and that is Minecraft Dungeons. Minecraft is not something I've ever gotten into, and I really like that, actually. I really appreciate that there's a game that is not geared to me and is out there getting people who are not like me into gaming. And I respect the heck out of what Minecraft has been and is for so many people. But it's just never clicked with me. And so when Minecraft Dungeons came out, I was like, well, I like the aesthetic of Minecraft. Maybe a little more focus in the game and a different kind of gameplay. And I played it once, and I was like, okay, it's Diablo-like, cool. But when I really fell in love with it was when Ratboy Collectibles and DJ Castillo from the Move Over Kids podcast got me to play with them one night. And I've had such a ball playing that game online. And I'm not an online gamer, so it just made such an amazing experience. I love the world. Like I said, I love the aesthetics of Minecraft. I love that 3D block style, retro, modern, just cool things they do. And playing this with friends, enough is going on that you're engaged with the game, but it's also light enough that you're able to just still be silly and joke around with your friends while you're playing it. The loot mechanics are really great. I got into making sure I had the best weapon, enchanting my weapons. It's actually, a fairly deep little RPG and roguelike that just kind of keeps giving you new ways to take on old levels. It's not an expensive game, and it is a game I highly recommend, especially if you can play it with friends. So that is my most surprising game of the year, Minecraft Dungeons. Well, thank you all for watching. Be sure to check in tomorrow for another Game of the Year video featuring some different YouTubers. And thank you all for watching, and I will catch you all in the next one, my friends. Peace.